dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high-five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. On the visiting sideline, Washington head coach Dan Quinn. His team looking for a second straight victory after the win a week ago. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go from South Florida. He's to midfield.
inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said. And, man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, he's going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Even in the air, here's Daniels. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll bring up second down. 60-60. The motion man here is McCoy. Daniels gonna throw again. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down. Here we go.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. Now a screen set up for Dowdle. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run with Robinson. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down from the 1. 2nd and goal. And in motion is Brown. Robinson trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
After putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
That ties the game at 7.
We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg Hart believed 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category.
Ready? Ready? Let's go! 19!
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Flush to his right, he keeps it himself. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
Early really big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down.
Go ahead. All right, go. Hey, time out two. Time out two. Time out two.
The first run for Alexander Madison. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And brought in by Darren Waller. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on 4th down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on 3rd.
On 1st down, and they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. Deron Payne in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. This one caught by Waller. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Ready, shot. Solo left Zion. Ready, team.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Straight ahead, here's Madison. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd down and 3.
Ready.
Back to throw is Tua. Here's a screen set up for Madison. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Alexander Madison. Touchdown Miami. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
No motion over Samuel. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On the return, it's Hill. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the 2nd quarter. as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Ready. Running team.
A play fake. Now to the throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Ready. Wait. Out.
Play action. Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Ready? Let's go.
Now it's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they will finally run him down. It is a big play. Tua, the Tyree. It's a gain of 34.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw. And it sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The outside, that's caught by Hill. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's very close to a touchdown, and Markham just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead.
Commanders 7. Jason Sanders kicking off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Good save. Go ahead. Winning team. Protect.
The drive starts with a run by Madison. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Jonathan Jones in on the tackle. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
Fake the head. Now, Tua on the move left. Sending it deep for Waddle. And this will be incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Throwing on 3rd down. Tungo Bailoa. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Frankie Luvu. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Go ahead.
On the ground, it's Madison. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Frankie Luvu. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of this first half.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Johnny Newton. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
He'll be stopped here short of the 1st down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and they come out to the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The motion man here is McClure. Daniels now on 1st down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Hey!
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to get the 1st down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
They should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
It's a gain of 13, but it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Daniel. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Here's Tress Way now as he's on to punt for Washington. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, ready. 18!
They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's their punter now as he's on to punt for Miami. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. 1st and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. Whoa. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. Now Daniel throwing on 1st and 10. Samuel there to make the catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Daniels gonna throw again. A pass taken in by Dowdle. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniel. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
46-yard attempt.
Raiders kick is good. And the Commanders cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Davis now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down.
Out. 20, TX.
Fake the handoff. Now, 2. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They're right here. 20,
To throw is Tua. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tua to throw again. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now the Dolphins going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Ready. Let's go.
Throwing is Tua. Moving to his right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, so they play it safe with a run. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Whoa! And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
From the 6. Here we go. Back.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Prater, extra point is good. The Commanders are back within 4. It's 21-17. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
This one caught by Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Foxborough, the Patriots at home to take on the Jets in the AFC East. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. This one of his 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. On first down, Daniels. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. The motion man here is McClure. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again. Daniel. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
First down, Washington.
First carry now for Rico Dowdle. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Play is made on defense by Jordan Gross.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A gift, and here comes Robinson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Operating from the gun. Over the flash, and he lost the football. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Dolphins offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead.
All right, come on. Ready, team. Set. Set.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
All right, go ahead. Go, go, go. Ready. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jim. Ready. Set.
They'll stick with Madison. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. It's to pick up a 6. Brings up
So,
second
from the
and
26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's Madison, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
And he's going to have a Dolphins 1st down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3, and a new set of downs.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
He'll push forward for about a yard. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Right here. Turbo 1, hot.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in by the running back, Madison. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high.
Tua gonna throw. His throw on 1st down is gonna be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
All right, come on. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready.
Tua. This one caught at the 4.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Tua. To the goal line and in. Darren Waller puts down Miami. His 4th TD grab of the season. Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
28. Commanders 17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down, Commanders.
Come on. No.
Daniels now on first down. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
First down throw there is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Second and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll step up and run this. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes a pay.
And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield.
Hold it ready.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
2 yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10.
Ready.
Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It is a big play. Tua to Tyree. Pick up of 46 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Get safe. Go ahead.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready. Get on.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
4.
On the give, this is Madison. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
A 34-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Here's a designed run, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Throwing is Daniel. Through the air, connecting with Debo. Tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down. They'll throw with Daniel. As caught, that's Lane. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
70, Cowboy 80.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. That's to the right side, and it's Sidon. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally...
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On the return, here comes Davis. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. On first down, Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he got it bounds. We're going to mark him at the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Tua. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Again, it's Tua. Here's a screen set up for Madison. And they'll take this down inside the 45. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Set to go now on first and 10. Tua gonna give this to Wright. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Commanders 23. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Daniels going to keep this himself. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it. So not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a first down. He'll take off again. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Zach Sealer on the stop.
And in motion is Brown.
On the play.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
His 48-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Oh, a sure throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
To the air again is Daniel. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off.
All right. 18. Out.
They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
At the 48-yard line.
Go ahead. Out.
Off play action, it's Tua. He'll work this out wide to Madison. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
2nd and inches.
44. Ready. Up. Out.
They'll go here with Madison. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Madison. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks. And set up 4th down.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now it is Jaden Daniels and the Commanders down by 15. A minute 54 remain. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. They'll drop to throw toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He runs with it. He'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the first down.
A gain of 10 brings up
third and short, and it's Daniels. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll keep it on the ground. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on down. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Things up. It's a win for the Dolphins. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.